you are listening to is the sound of a naturally aspirated 4.7 liter V8. And if you're wondering what car it's in this.
Let me tell you a little bit about this car. It's not the fastest car in the world, not in the slightest. 0 to 60 takes anywhere from around 4.7 seconds. Horsepower is around 455, and this is actually a little bit of a heavy bunch, you know. Weighs over around 4,000 pounds, and of course, it's a heavy car with not a lot of power. And I'm being serious. This is actually a baby Ferrari, because what you have under that bonnet is a 4.7 naturally aspirated Ferrari engine. It makes such an amazing noise. It's actually not that bad of a car. It does what it's supposed to do. It's very comfortable. It's very nice to drive. It sounds good. It looks good. You know, it does all the regular things that you want the car to do, and that's what I'm actually pretty grateful about it. And I gotta admit, there is a couple things that does bother me about this car, and the main thing, honestly, are the pedals. The pedals are so close to each other that you actually end up sometimes mistaking the brakes for the gas or the gas for the brakes, and sometimes you even have your foot on both of them. Also, as beautiful as this car is on the outside, and as nice as it is on the inside, the quality in here is not that good. It's not the best, you know, especially what you had to pay for at the time when this was brand new. It's not on that level, not in the slightest. And then you have this that's just in the way. This is the airbag right here, and it's just in the door. It's just in the way. Like, I thought this was like some secret pocket and I was just pressing it, but no, it's literally just the airbag. The flappy paddles on this thing are basically rulers, and they're super long, super long. They're pretty big, and on top of that, they also, like, as you have your hands on the steering wheel, you kind of got to reach if you want to use the stocks. So, but the good thing about them is that they stay in place where, you know, even through a turn. But in all honesty, who cares? Who cares when you have a Maserati? And just the name, Maserati, it's one of the sexiest names in the car industry. Maserati, Ferrari, Lamborghini. All the Italians, man, they know how to make some good, decent names for cars. But the Maserati name, it's just so special, you know? And then they throw a Ferrari engine in it. Even though I am a little bit biased about this car, because I do love this car. I don't know what the heck that was. But as biased as I am about this car, there are a couple things that you do need to understand about this car. Maserati are owned by Fiat, if you guys didn't know. Many other companies that are owned by Fiat, such as Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, the whole Chrysler gang, you know what I mean? You're not gonna find the best of quality in them. And but again, who cares? Who cares, man? For those who have kids, you know what I mean when I say this. This is like the middle child. It has a couple things that's annoying about it, but you just love them. So here's a question that I actually have to ask myself. Why do people stay away from these cars? Because this is actually one of the cars that I would love to own. And I think this is the reason why. As annoying as the car might be, it's actually not the real reason why people steer away from these, because this is actually a very desirable car. The problem with this car is the maintenance. The maintenance can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $6,000 on the most simplest things. And then the insurance for something like this, I don't even want to get into that. But is it worth it? That's the question to ask.
The Maserati GranTurismo. Honestly, this car was so much fun to drive and everything, but I gotta admit, there was something that was still in my mind about this car. And even though the brakes were good and the ride was smooth and everything, it was something about the way it drove. It wasn't as engaging as I really wanted it to be. But to the question, is it still worth it? Honestly, sure, why not?